Ladies and gentlemen, there is a power inside of you so bold, so boundless, so brilliant, that even the sky dares not contain it. It is a power that whispers in the quiet moments, when doubt creeps in and fear tries to take hold. It is the same power that roars when you rise, when you stand tall, when you push forward despite the weight of the world. You have been told you are not enough, that you are too much, that you should shrink, should silence yourself, should dim your light so others can shine. But I say no. You are the sun, and the sun does not apologize for rising. The road has not been easy. The burdens you carry are heavy, and the storms you have weathered were meant to break you. But look at you, still standing, still striving, still here. Your story is not one of defeat. It is one of triumph, of resilience, of grace in the face of struggle. And if ever you doubt your strength, remember nothing, not pain, not failure, not even time itself, can erase the brilliance of who you are. From the moment you took your first breath, before the world told you who to be, before expectations and limitations were placed upon you, you were already complete. You were already worthy. You were already enough. But life has a way of making us forget. It whispers doubts into our ears, measuring our worth by achievements, by possessions, by the approval of others. It tells us we must earn love, must prove ourselves, must constantly do more, be more, have more, just to deserve what was ours from the very beginning. But hear me now, you are enough. Not because of what you do, not because of what you have, not because of what others think of you. You are enough simply because you exist. Think of the trees standing tall in the forest. They do not question their worth. They do not ask if they are big enough, strong enough, beautiful enough. They do not shrink when another tree grows taller beside them. They simply exist, deeply rooted, reaching toward the sky. So why then do you doubt yourself? You were not put on this earth to be perfect. You were not placed here to meet impossible standards. You were meant to grow, to learn, to rise, to fall, to get back up again, and to shine in your own way. Your scars do not make you less. Your past does not make you unworthy. Your struggles do not make you undeserving. In fact, they are proof of your strength, proof of your resilience, proof that no matter what has tried to break you, you are still standing. So stand tall. Let go of the need to prove yourself. Let go of the lies that tell you that you must be something other than who you are. Let go of the belief that you are only valuable when you are perfect. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are exactly as you are meant to be. You are enough today, tomorrow, and always. And no one, not a single soul on this earth, can take that truth away from you. Fear is a voice, a shadow, a presence that whispers to us in our weakest moments. It tells us to stay where we are, to shrink, to silence ourselves, to never take the leap. It is that lingering doubt that grips your heart before you step into something new, something unknown. Fear is powerful. It knows the exact words to say to make you question yourself. It reminds you of every past failure, every rejection, every time you stumbled and fell. It disguises itself as logic, convincing you that staying in the safety of the familiar is better than risking the unknown. But let me tell you something about fear. It is a liar. Fear wants to keep you small because it knows how powerful you truly are. It knows that once you break free, once you step forward despite its warnings, you will become unstoppable. Think of a bird that has lived its whole life in the cage. The door is open, yet it hesitates. It has wings, but it is afraid to use them. It has never known the sky, so it convinces itself that the cage is safer, that the ground is enough. But the truth is, the bird was born to fly, and so were you. Fear will always be there. It will whisper, it will tremble through your bones, it will try to plant roots in your mind, but you do not have to listen. You do not have to let it decide your fate. Fear says you are not ready. You say, I will never be ready if I don't begin. Fear says, what if you fail? You say, what if I fly? Fear says, you are not strong enough. You say, I have already survived more than I thought I could. There is courage inside you greater than any fear that tries to hold you back. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. It is standing tall when everything in you wants to shrink. It is taking the first step, even when your knees shake and your hands tremble. Fear is nothing compared to the power of a heart that refuses to give up. So rise above it. Stand in your truth. Walk in your strength. The world is waiting for you to claim your place, and you will not let fear take that from you. Not today, not ever. Your story is yours, and yours alone. It is not up for debate. It is not up for judgment. It is not something to be erased, rewritten, or hidden away in the shadows of shame or regret. Too often the world tries to tell you who you are supposed to be. It tries to define you by your mistakes, your struggles, your past. It wants to shrink your story down to a single moment, a single choice, a single flaw. But your story is more than that. You are more than your failures. You are more than your struggles. You are more than what happened to you. Every chapter of your life has shaped you. Every tear, every triumph, every moment of doubt, every victory. You carry them all within you, and they have made you into the powerful, unstoppable force you are today. But here's the truth. If you don't own your story, someone else will try to tell it for you. They will try to twist it, distort it, and make you believe that you are defined by your worst days. Do not let them. Stand in your truth. Speak it boldly. Hold your head high. There is no shame in where you have been. There is no shame in the roads you have walked, the mistakes you have made, the lessons you have learned. Growth is messy. Healing is not linear. Strength is built in the moments when you thought you would break. Look back, not with regret, but with reverence. Honor the version of yourself that fought through the pain, that kept going when it would have been easier to quit. That person, flawed, hurting, struggling, was doing the best they could with what they had. And look at you now, still standing, still rising, still here. Do not be afraid to tell your story in all its rawness, in all its beauty, in all its truth. Someone somewhere needs to hear it. Someone needs to know that survival is possible, that healing is real, that strength can be found even in the darkest of nights. You are not a victim of your past. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are the author of your own narrative. Own your story. Every word, every chapter, every lesson. And never let anyone take the pen out of your hands. There is a way you must carry yourself in this world, a way that speaks of self-respect. No matter what life throws at you, no matter who tries to tear you down, no matter the weight of your struggles, you must always walk with dignity. Dignity is not given to you by others. It is not something that can be taken away unless you allow it. It does not depend on your circumstances, your wealth, your title, or the opinions of others. Dignity is yours by birthright, but it will challenge your strength. It will put obstacles in your path and tell you that you are not enough, that you should bow your head, that you should accept less than what you deserve. Do not listen. No matter what happens, you must never let this world break your spirit. You must never let it convince you that you are anything less than powerful. You must never let it steal the grace with which you move, the courage with which you stand, or the light with which you shine. To walk with dignity means to walk unapologetically in your truth. It means walking into every room with your head held high, knowing that you belong. It means refusing to shrink for anyone's comfort. It means standing tall even when you have been bruised, even when you have been battered, even when life has tried to shake you to your core. Dignity is in the way you carry yourself after you have been knocked down. It is in the way you rise from your failures with wisdom instead of shame. It is in the way you refuse to let pain make you bitter, how you turn your wounds into wisdom, how you move forward with grace even when others have tried to destroy you. Dignity is power. It is the quiet, unwavering strength of someone who knows their worth. It is the silent but undeniable force of a person who refuses to let the world dictate how they see themselves. Walk with dignity in your words. Speak with truth, with purpose, with respect. Never lower yourself to hate, to pettiness, to bitterness. Walk with dignity in your actions. Treat others with kindness, not because they deserve it, but because you refuse to let anyone pull you into darkness. Walk with dignity in your presence. Let the way you carry yourself be a testament to your strength, your resilience, your power. Let it be known that you are not easily shaken, that you do not beg for acceptance, that you do not seek validation, because you already know who you are, and who you are is worthy. Who you are is strong. Who you are is unbreakable. So no matter what happens, no matter who tries to diminish you, no matter the trials you face, walk with dignity. And when they ask how you kept your head high through it all, how you stood strong when the world tried to bring you to your knees, you will smile and say, because I know my worth, because I know who I am, because I refuse to be anything less than powerful. Love is the most powerful force in this world. It is not weak, it is not fragile, it is not timid or afraid. Love is bold. Love is defiant. Love is fierce. To love fiercely is to love in a way that is unshaken by fear, unbroken by pain, and unmoved by the smallness of those who do not understand its strength. It is to love not only when it is easy, when it is reciprocated, when it is convenient, but to love even when it is hard, when it demands something of you, when the world tells you that it is safer to close your heart. But a closed heart cannot grow. A closed heart cannot heal. A closed heart cannot truly live. Loving fiercely does not mean loving blindly. It does not mean allowing yourself to be mistreated. It does not mean giving your love away to those who do not value it. It means standing in the fullness of love's power and knowing that love, true love, begins with you. Love yourself not only when you feel beautiful, but when you feel broken. Not only when you succeed, but when you fall. Love yourself enough to walk away from anything that dims your light, enough to demand the respect you deserve, enough to know that you are worthy of a love that does not require you to shrink. Look in the mirror and speak kindly to the reflection staring back at you. Love that person through every stage, every imperfection, every transformation. You are your longest commitment. Treat yourself accordingly. Love with open hands, not clenched fists. Love without fear of appearing too much, without fear of being unappreciated, without fear of vulnerability. Because love is not weakness. It is the greatest strength a person can possess. Love even when the world tells you to be cold. Love even when others cannot match the depth of your heart. Love with wisdom, with boundaries, with the understanding that love is not about possession, but about freedom. And know this, loving fiercely does not mean you will never be hurt. It does not mean that love will always be returned in the way you give it. But the way others receive your love does not define its worth. To love fiercely is to love with courage. It is to believe in the goodness of people even after you have been let down. It is to hold on to hope even when life has tried to make you bitter. It is to choose love over hate, grace over revenge, and kindness over cruelty. Not because it is easy, but because it is who you are. The world will try to harden you. It will try to convince you that love is foolish, that love is weak, that it is better to guard your heart and keep your walls high. But what kind of life is that? A life without love is not life at all. So love fiercely, love boldly, love as if your heart has never been broken. Love as if love itself is what will change the world, because it is. And when they ask why you love so deeply, why you refuse to let this world make you cold, why you continue to believe in love despite the pain, you will smile and say, because love is my strength, because love is my power, because love is who I am. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits. It will place mountains in your path, storms in your sky, and obstacles where there should have been open doors. There will be moments when you feel stuck, when the weight of your struggles presses so heavily on your shoulders that you wonder if you will ever rise again. But hear me now, no matter what happens, you must keep moving forward, not because it's easy, not because the path is clear, not because you have all the answers, but because you are not meant to stay where you are. You are not meant to remain in the pain of yesterday. You are not meant to carry the burden of past mistakes forever. You were not meant to shrink under the weight of fear and doubt. Some days moving forward will feel like an impossible task. You will feel like you are walking through quicksand, like every step is heavier than the last, like you are getting nowhere. But progress is still progress, no matter how slow it may seem. Even if you are crawling, you are moving. Even if you take one small step, you are advancing. Even if all you do today is breathe, rest, and try again tomorrow, you are still moving forward. Do not let the fear of how far you have left to go keep you from taking the first step. Do not let the weight of the past convince you that you are incapable of change. Every sunrise is a new chance. Every moment is a new beginning. You are not stuck. You are not finished. Your story is still being written. To move forward, you must be willing to let go of what is holding you back. Let go of the pain that no longer serves you. Let go of the people who drain your energy and leave you empty. Let go of the belief that you are not strong enough. You cannot climb a mountain with unnecessary weight on your back. You cannot step into your future while clinging to what no longer belongs in your life. Release it, free yourself, move forward. There will be times when you question whether you have the strength to continue. You will look at the road ahead and wonder if you can withstand the journey. But remember this, you have already survived so much. Think of the moments you thought would break you. The days you thought you would never recover from, the pain you thought would last forever, yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still moving. You are not weak. You are not fragile. You are not powerless. You are unstoppable. Everything you desire, everything you have fought for, everything you have dreamed of. The life you want is not in the past. The joy, the peace, the success, the love, it is in the direction you are heading. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit unshaken. You may stumble, but you will not stop. You may struggle, but you will not quit. You may fall, but you will rise again. Because you are not done, because you are still standing, because you were meant for more. So when doubt creeps in, when fear whispers in your ear, when the road feels endless and the journey exhausting, remember this. You have survived everything you thought you couldn't. You have risen from places you thought you would stay forever. You are still here, still fighting, still growing. So keep going, keep pushing, keep believing, and above all else, keep moving forward. You have walked through fire and emerged stronger. You have faced storms that threatened to break you, yet here you stand. You have carried burdens, endured pain, and overcome obstacles that once seemed impossible, and still you rise. Through fear, you have moved forward. Through doubt, you have held your head high. Through heartbreak, you have continued to love. Through challenges, you have refused to break. That is what makes you unstoppable. You are enough, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are worthy, not because someone says so, but because you always have been. You are powerful, not because life has been easy, but because you have refused to give up. So walk with dignity, knowing your worth. Love fiercely, knowing that love is your strength. Own your story, knowing that every chapter has shaped you. Rise above fear, knowing that courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be ruled by it. And no matter what happens, no matter how hard the road may seem, keep moving forward, because you are not just surviving, you are not just existing, you are becoming. The world has tried to stop you, but it cannot. Doubt has tried to silence you, but it will not. Fear has tried to break you, but you will not let it, because you are stronger, you are braver, you are unstoppable. So step into your power, step into your purpose, step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be, and never,